Hello everybody, my name is Tanner, and welcome to the very first episode of the Level 8 CPUCS. This is basically, we're just going to commentate a bunch of CPU matches, kind of like Alpharad, but just worse. Anyways, we got me, my co-commentator Skylar, Layla,
Hello.
and John.
Alright, welcome to the channel. We're going to be doing a CPU tournament, and we're going to destroy anything and everything mentioned in this video. We are not sponsored.
Subscribe to my channel, suck my Wansack, 249. I'm still mad that
Jumping
got banned.
into action right now. First off, with Piranha Plant and Sora.
Okay, let me intervene here for a minute. This is the introduction bracket, the first of its kind, obviously. All four of us, we invited 4 characters. This first match is between Skylar and me. He invited Toon Sora, I invited Piranha Plant. And next match will be between Layla and John, but that's not important right now. Anyways, what do you guys think about this match?
Exactly right. What is important is the fact that Piranha Plant brings a wide variety of moves and a skill set that includes range, melee. He can really do it all. Has a great recovery.
He can't
showing
fucking
it off
spike.
right here. Sora also doing well. We'll see what happens here.
Well, he really wanted to forward throw, and this Patui's not going to hit. Yep.
Get him. Get him.
This exhilarating... Oh!
You piece of
Oh
shit.
my gosh.
Skylar just goes for like the most monotone. Get him, get him. What is he doing? What are you doing, Sora?
Sora's rubbing his crotch on the ground.
Yeah, he had some type of read. I just don't think anybody would have ever gotten it. Oh,
Man, why does Sora suck?
If it keeps going this way, Square Enix is going to stop making these type of games for Kingdom Hearts.
Get him!
they're gonna include Piranha Plant, and the next one
Anyways,
is the final boss.
Piranha Plant up by 1 stock right now. Once
to
again,
be-
not sponsored,
No,
but this video is brought to you by caffeine, flavored tortilla chips, and powdered donuts of any non-specific brand.
He ate it to stay awake.
The donuts. What's...
Sora bringing it back to 2 stocks now, but Sora has a really high percentage. The knockback is going to be incredible for him to overcome, but there is
really
always
likes the
still a
clouds.
chance.
He still has rage. That you want to add that in? That's a pretty big factor in matches, especially CPU matches.
Could you say
No,
that
we're
again?
just going to go to the heavy hitting combat.
What the heck is
Oh, yeah.
rage?
Lightning
What is
strike.
words? That's what it's called.
Rage is basically the more damage you take, you do a little more damage to your opponent with moves. And a little more knockback.
Sounds like a scam to me.
No, it's like Lucario, but like way nerfed, basically.
Why does...
Sora sitting on a really high percentage. Any move to take him out
Up
just
tilt.
like that.
Any
the
move.
same one that took him out last time.
Any move, and he just uses up tilt.
But Piranha Plant
Hey, we're tied now.
knocked out
Okay.
now. Back to 1 stock, 0%. Piranha Plant taking the first hit,
Come on.
but Sora quickly getting
Plant
up
has been in-
damage quickly.
Plant has been in the lead this whole game. There's no way he drops the ball now. This is the first invitee. I invited him. I said, Piranha Plant, I know you're going to do good things in this tournament. I just had a feeling in my bones that he was going to do something good. Do not fail me, please.
I will abort your
Oh,
plan.
yes! Let's go, Piranha
Piranha
Plant!
Plant takes this
What
one.
was that about aborting my plant? Shut up!
Your plan is dead.
Technically, yes, he's just bones.
That is the end of round 1.
There's no other rounds. It's just best of 1 tournament.
Well, that,
Alright.
it's round 1.
Oh, next is
Congrats
Dragon
coming
versus
here, guys.
Kirby.
I'm glad this match is over already.
Yeah, me and Skylar, we were insanely stressed from that. John just dropped a tortilla on the ground
This
because
is
he's
going
so
to be-
nervous about his... This is his poster boy right here.
This is going to
And
be an
It's
insane
yours.
match.
That's yours, John. That's your baby. Your
Now, I have
baby's got
a
kids.
question real
My
quick.
Captain Falcon is going to kill you.
So, what I'm used to is if it's like a darker alt of a character, typically they're evil, but I really just don't think Kirby has that in him. What do you guys
No,
think?
none of my characters
Did
are
you know
actually
Kirby?
evil,
Okay.
no matter the darker complexion.
Hear me
That's
out.
racism, Tanner.
Kirby and Dark Matter
The-
are actually very similar. So technically, this could just be an evil Kirby.
Well, I don't
Racism.
think Kirby can be evil in any context. He's just too bubbly. You know?
Do you not realize how much destruction and mass chaos Kirby does?
Yeah, but he's a good guy, so it's fine.
Imagine the
Sure.
sucking power of evil Kirby.
Let's go, Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon is going to
Loving this matchup right now. This is why I play F-Zero.
Why is like these two are
Anyways,
hitting
the
each other more than
inspiration for
ours?
the darker complexions of all of my skins is most closely related to eye black that a lot of professional sports players wear to intimidate their opponents.
Got
It's
it.
not intimidating me. I'm wearing gold.
Well, you see, where I'm from, it just means they want to kill you. So
Gold could be a form
And
of
Captain
narcissism.
Falcon is killing it.
I am now
very happy I
realizing,
chose
realizing,
him.
despite the comments you guys made earlier, how bad that can sound. Just,
Yeah, I know,
just,
right, Tanner?
just remember that Alfred statement I made earlier, because otherwise I just sound like a racist, which I'm not.
You are a racist.
I
Moving
don't-
on. Kirby finally took a stock from Captain Falcon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking too good
It-
for Kirby. This CPU is a well-known buster, at least for my dimension.
Kirby can always bring it back, Tanner. I don't think
He
you
can.
understand.
Kirby is simultaneously the best and worst
All he has to
CPU
do is
all at
suck
once.
Captain Falcon off.
And
Now,
there
see,
we go,
here's the
Captain
thing-
Falcon. My winning,
69%.
Now see, here's
My
the
winning
thing
pick is a nice
that
ending.
can make a really big impact on athletes and competitors is the coaching. When the coaching is up in the booth, reviewing everything, can't talk directly, it makes a huge difference about the impact that it can make on the competitor.
got it.
So
You're a
just
bad coach.
No, I can't coach because I'm here.
Exactly.
I would
Just-
blame that on all of my issues with anything ever.
Now we have an ab contest between the Wii Fit trainer and Sephiroth.
I really believe in Wii Fit Trainer.
Well, if
because
Sephiroth's
she
going to pull
trains me
that
every
shit, I
day.
don't have any belief in Sephiroth whatsoever.
The luscious
Well,
locks, though.
I'm sorry, I was getting rid of a pop-up on my PC.
No, Sephiroth like swung in the opposite direction.
I really
Oh,
believe in
shit.
Wii Fit Trainer right now.
How did
I
that not
rely on
hit?
them
You
every
definitely
day
should
of my
not have
life.
had iframe still.
Anyways, what do we think is longer, his blade or his hair?
That is not the.
I
that,
think
that-
his hair is
His
not
blade.
as long
Going
as his
with the
sword.
hair.
His
I don't
blade.
The
think
hair
so.
is way longer.
You know, this is not the direction I thought you were going to take that question in.
You know, Tanner, where were you thinking that was going?
Just, to,
No, not Wii Fit Trainer.
Anyways, the family-friendly content that Nintendo always strives for is what mainly supports our commentary,
no,
and
not
we like
really.
to take that in stride.
No, we don't.
Yes.
In no dimension of CPUCS, in any level, level 9, level 8, level 1, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares about being PG.
I like how Sephiroth was ready to tank that.
He's like, I got my
You
wing,
got
I'll be
this. I
fine.
did your morning stretches. That's all good.
Yeah, that's.
I played Wii Fit today.
Oh my god, that up tilt range is huge, dude.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Sephiroth's
is.
a perfectly balanced character, as you can see.
Oh no, I think he's balanced. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
perfectly
I'm just saying
balanced.
he has a big sword.
What else
too
does he
big.
have that's big?
A dick.
His hair, Tanner. We discussed this earlier.
Yeah. You know, I feel like I'm the odd man.
Look
out
at those
with
size
that.
of his pants. Those are pretty big.
Look
He got some big legs. He's
at
a
this-
tall boy.
Look at the size of his abs.
Those are pretty big.
Still think the hair is bigger.
I'm really scared right now. They're both at 0%, but Sephiroth is 2 stocks.
Anything can happen, Layla. If you watched anything of any content, you know,
Anything
can always
can
come
happen,
back around.
But you
Especially
see,
when Sephiroth decides to literally have like a stroke. But
But
you
the-
know, oh well. That
But here's the
figured
thing.
it.
do punches beat swords?
Yes,
Are you sure about that?
this is
I'm
between an
really
anime
scared.
fighter and a Wii Fit trainer.
That is
yeah,
kinda fair.
yeah. Punches do beat swords, just not these punches. That's all I have to say.
I believe in her.
I don't.
She also has like an aura blast. She has breathing, and she also has the ball.
Come on, breathe. You got this. I
Oh,
believe in her.
okay. Is that death? No.
Oh, I was hoping it was.
Why is she not edge guard? Wii Fit can edge guard pretty good with the volleyball.
Anyways, what we learned from this battle specifically is the pen may be mightier than the sword, but Pilates are not.
Thanks, John.
Thank you for the very insightful commentary yet again.
So basically, I'm ending my
This
Wii
is
Fit
another
streak.
character from you, John, I believe.
Yeah, this is another one of John's characters.
One of Tanner's? With
Yeah,
question
this is
mark?
Drill Sergeant.
I know.
He's just Drill Sergeant. He's just a well-known guy. He's well-known for training all of the different competitors.
He is his coach. In this case, he doesn't need a coach.
Yeah, remember that rant John was going with about coaching earlier?
I really hope Ganondorf really murders him, John. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on your side.
You know,
on this one.
he trains really hard in practices, but just applying that, it's really the coach's job to make sure that it can be applied really well.
Well, if this guy's the coach, then I guess he kind of wants to lose to Ganon then.
Yes. That's what we're trying to get with this.
And he's proven that right now.
I'm really on Ganon's side on this. I really appreciate Ganon.
Well, Ganondorf, he's a really strong competitor, moves heavy weights in the gym, but he just doesn't enjoy being on the treadmill. So as long as he can end it quick, then I'm really hoping that he can pull off this victory.
You know, I remember coaching Sephiroth at the gym, and Ganondorf really did not want to get on that treadmill. In fact, he was just staring at it for 2 hours. It's a little awkward, but he started lifting it at some point, and I was like, I guess it works.
Well, I know
There's one moment in the gym when I remember specifically when I was training with Ganondorf. I said, maybe you should hit the treadmill. Just get a mile in. And he said...
He said, Dorya.
No, I'm going to squat this thing. And he hit like 40 of them. And I was like, alright, you can just go. Make sure you get to your combat class and everything is settled.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's working for him. Maybe just cardio's not the go. Focus on the hard hits, and even someone like the Marines can't stand the Ganondorf.
I think he just needs to play some Wii Fit.
No, I think he's doing fine right now.
I mean, he's doing really great. Once he gets that sock off, he's feeling a lot fresher.
He's gonna.
Yeah.
Drill Sergeant is gonna get. Yeah, I was about to say,
Oh
Drill
my
Sergeant's
God.
gonna get hit one more time and die.
And
Ganondorf killed
Ganondorf,
it.
just a heavy hitter. Really
heavy
been one
hitter.
of my
Probably one of
top
your
in the gym.
Yeah, one of your top little fellers.
I have high expectations for this guy. Just got him in actually. He was one of our last picks,
Yeah.
and I'm really glad we took him.
This is another one of your contenders,
Another
John.
one of mine.
This is
Now-
also one
now
of mine.
He's been on the track. He doesn't even use the treadmill. He goes outside. He likes a lot of his training outside. It seems like even when the weather's bad, he just puts past it. And
A minor flaw with your coaching, John, is that's a girl.
I mean, he bolts around that track.
I see. Okay. Well, I mean,
You know, me and John can both make what is seemingly bigoted statements in this video.
both of our characters seem to have pretty high endurance, really dodging each
see-
other and doing absolutely no damage
You
in it
see,
for the first
no,
minute, John.
I just make horrible remarks about the world of Dark back from my realm, and he's just like just completely disregarding this Pikachu Libre's gender.
I mean, Pikachu, when we put him...
He just hit your
Her.
Pikachu with lightning.
When we had him in the gym, we really couldn't find
What about the gym? The gym does not prepare you for those, let me tell you.
I mean, we really couldn't find a spot.
Why?
For him. We didn't know where he was best fit, and
It's
then
a she! It's a
Triggering
girl!
the Pikachu.
It's a she! It's a girl! Wait! Those are the same thing!
Look
he-
at it! Look at her tail!
he hit that agility ladder, and just everything changed.
He just keeps disregarding it.
What the fuck did my dude blew himself up? What is wrong with him?
He's like the substitute teacher, you know, you're just like, oh, my name is actually this, okay. And just continues to say it wrong.
Why does he... Why did my...
Okay, now I'm just saying, if Pikachu loses this match, I'm blaming the coach 100%.
Well,
I blame Mike. I blame myself too. I told him not to blow up on the stage, and he was like, "Okay." And the first thing he did was he blew up. I told him not to, and frankly, I'm very mad that he did.
Why do you
I'm
blame
just
yourself?
I just do.
I mean,
Why does he
Pikachu.
want? He wants to blow up the Pikachu now. He's a bit of an anarchist.
Pikachu, he's nimble, he's quick, and I mean, he can really pack a punch when he needs to. A lot of quick hits really wears down an opponent. So, just
I mean,
keeping
like
on
those
the
hits are really
attack,
building up that damage
making
there.
sure he
It's
evades
only about
every
time.
loose strike, and I think he can pull it off.
Oh my god, that was... just a lot happened.
I'm
I
waiting for the
guess.
Pikachu to instantly kill him as soon as he get on. He didn't, surprisingly. But
A lot
it's gonna
happened, it just wasn't particularly impressive, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, what about when he blew himself up?
That was impressive.
That wasn't impressive.
I thought it was funny. Oh, I thought he was gonna magic burst on the platform.
It would be really great if he
There
still
we go,
had
there we
Kamikaze
go.
right now. He could have ended on that.
Oh, it'd be horrible if
And
he
he
had
would've
Kamikaze
won.
now. Oh, that spot dodge might have saved that Pikachu's life. Because that Pikachu very well could have gotten hit by that F smash, and if she did,
If he, you said he originally.
no, I said she.
No, I heard he.
No, I think I heard she.
I mean, when he's been sparring, I mean, he's been really evasive.
Oh, now you
able
hear
to-
he.
Able to avoid all of the hits.
Oh my god, Thwack?
Flack.
Flacco?
I can see this going either way. Hero's got a lot of bullshit, but Pikachu Libre is just solid. They know what they're doing in the ring.
Well, the bullshit is when he, not like an idiot uses Kamikaze in the right way.
I mean,
but
as long as
blew
he can
himself
stay
up
moving,
when
dodge
he
these
was
hits,
dead.
block a couple, I think he can pull this off.
I think Pikachu might
Why do
have
you think
this
he
in the
can?
back.
You're not supposed to be voting for Hero. You know this, right?
No, I said
Pikachu.
Pikachu, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I for some reason I just forgot you have to call the female character a male. My bad.
With this platform.
Oh, that's it, that's it.
Pikachu, yeah, with those
There we go.
platforms, it was really hard for Hero to get the hits on Pikachu there.
He's nimble, he's quick. I mean, he just dodge and weave, and
He
putting
also
a lot
needs
of
to
good
accept
quick
that
work
he's
in
a
the
he.
gym.
Well, I feel like Pikachu Libre, she's got to feel pretty good about that victory there.
Yeah,
And
he probably does.
she's also got to be looking at the bracket because this could be scary. She's either going to fight K. Rool or Isabelle, and by the end of this, she's going to want to fight K. Rool.
I'm hoping he fights Kane Roll too.
No.
So you see that thing named Isabel? That's definitely a guy.
Yeah, the fact that he planted that seat there wasn't probably the best play.
So,
Ooh, it actually paid off in the end there, with King K. Rool sitting on it.
I mean, King K. Rool is just a heavy hitter, can really take a lot of
oh.
hard hits.
Good thing he can take a lot of hard hits because he's getting heavily punished
He's
by
not the
that.
brightest, but I mean, it's just like Ganondorf, moving weights in the gym. Mass moves mass.
Yes,
And that's really been the driving factor for King K. Rool.
I think the driving factor for K. Rool is that he has a giant tummy.
He's just being a funny guy
So
right now.
he's actually trying to go for a more heavyweight
Well,
class.
it's actually saved my company plenty of money. We
Yeah.
actually just completely disregarded all sorts of punching bags. We just put him in there.
Then why does he have a boxing glove if you don't have punching bags?
He doesn't need a punching glove.
Well, I mean, you know, like where they do the drills where they like hit and then duck under. He's that, but they just hit his stomach.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got
he
it.
is the punching
Oh, and
bag.
he's dead there?
No,
No,
he's fine.
He almost
He's
killed
good.
himself.
He takes a lot
Oh,
of hard
if Isabel,
hits.
if
and-
Isabel up there, that would have been it.
I mean, his durability is unmatched. Nothing like I've ever seen. That's really the main focus of why we picked him up.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you couldn't tell, K. Rool is John's pick. Isabel is my pick.
He always has that one eye open, and that really helps him just really look at his opponent. Really good analysis from King K. Rool.
Ever since arriving in this dimension here, I've always been impressed with Isabel. I actually ran like a couple of my own tournaments before, and Isabel got pretty far in pretty much all of them. So I'm going to be really disappointed if I see her fall round 1 to K. Rool. But you win some, you lose some, you know?
Well, I think the main point that I want to make here is we put K. Rool in a lot of sparring matches with Pikachu, and Pikachu's really quick, so hopefully that some of the weaknesses that K. Rool has with speed makes up for it with heavy, well-timed hits.
What does that have to do with Pikachu?
Pikachu's fast.
Pikachu's fast.
Yeah.
It's
so-
like we said earlier. He can really observe his opponent, and he really observed Pikachu.
A lot applies. Pikachu's a smaller, faster opponent, and so is Isabel, so hopefully some of the sparring is going to be similar.
just carries over, you think?
I'm hoping so.
Well, I mean, also, Pikachu doesn't really have projectiles like Isabel does. Like, Pikachu
He has projectiles.
She has projectiles, but also Isabel...
He.
Isabel... Oh, that's huge! That's huge! Oh, yes! Let's go, Isabel! That is huge to pocket the crown right there, because if she just held that, then K. Rool really just could not use that until he killed her.
There we go.
So, as good as that was, they are now tied. So, it could go any way still.
Yeah, and I'm a little nervous. I'd rather not see Isabel fall this early on in bracket, especially in the first ever video we're going to upload. of this new series. I don't want to see her fall, man. I care about her a lot.
She has a lot of potential. I feel like both these characters, I wouldn't mind if either of them won.
Yeah, because they're not yours.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't have, like, a bias towards one. Because they're both just great.
I'm very biased. I personally really like the funny crocodile.
I like the funny crocodile too. That's my main. But also,
That was a pretty good hit from both sides there. Not looking good for King K. Rool, especially with that. Definitely not looking good for King K.
It's looking
Rool.
like Isabel might be able to pull this off. King K. Rool is relatively new to our establishment, just like all these guys are, since this is the first time we're ever doing
We
this.
really just hired them yesterday.
I mean,
actually, I think it was 2 days ago. If we want to be technical.
They didn't go through training until yesterday. It's a process, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
John
King K.
talked
Rool
about like
can
just.
still pull
Oh!
this off, but
Oh,
no
but a nair?
falls to Isabel.
Oh my gosh.
That was a really close one. It got really
That's
scary
gonna
there
be a
for
rough
Isabel.
loss. That's gonna set up a quick, hopefully a lot of fast hit match between Isabel and Pikachu.
Yeah.
As it stands, John now has 3 out of his 4 characters still remaining.
I have 2. All right, and Layla,
Mine are
Skylar.
next too.
The question is, will Layla be joining the rest of us and only having 2 characters are left, or will she also have 3 and I'll have 1 and be sad?
I hope to have 3 because Ness is amazing.
Well,
The problem with Ness is he does have a lot of far range attacks, which really goes against Cloud because he has a sword.
Well, you see, I just believe in Ness.
I don't.
Well, I believe in Cloud as much as I want to.
I'm okay. So you remember how you were very biased towards K. Rool last game, Skylar? I'm very biased towards Cloud, as I'm pretty sure everybody here but Layla is.
I mean, I like Cloud and I like Ness. It's just I chose Ness, that therefore I like him more.
Well,
Anyways.
personally, I want biased Cloud to win because, well, I would hate myself if he did. If he didn't. I am his coach after all, and I did really, the only thing I told him was to just keep swinging his sword at the opponent. So, let's see if that really pays off, that training that I gave him. It was really intense.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh, the training
He listened.
is
He listened
Maybe-
really good there. That was a really good swinging of the sword.
Did
I
you tell
tell
him to do that?
I told him
Oh,
to swing
beautiful.
the sword.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have let Wii Fit Trainer train most of my characters.
She really was not the best trainer. She couldn't even beat
I mean, I think
Sephiroth.
she had the worst loss in the tournament so
At
far.
least they,
It's
I
very
mean, at
upsetting.
least all of the characters are flexible.
Well,
That
Final
is
Fantasy
true.
7.
How flexible is Ness, though? He is just a boy.
Well, yeah, he's just a boy, but
is a
like
smart
he
guy.
also went on a pretty grand adventure. He fought some cults and some giant puke things.
Personally, I don't think that's good
Starmans.
coaching that you let
But I
Ness
mean,
go and
also-
fight cults.
I mean, also remember what
Well,
I said
like-
earlier. The pen is mightier than the sword, so maybe his schoolboy will come out a little bit, just
With
like
the
that.
baseball bat.
Playing baseball in
Sephiroth
his
missing
backyard
his limit
at
break really did
recess
not
in
go
grade
good there,
school.
Cloud.
Yeah.
He could do some great things. One of the reasons I didn't pick him up, he was a thought, but he's so young. It just didn't seem worth it.
And also lame.
All the
He's
loss,
not lame.
all the
So-
potential
How dare you
lawsuits
say
did not
that?
seem that worth
so
it.
ill-experienced, just it didn't seem
He has lots of
to appeal
experience,
to me
okay?
on such short notice.
I think
You
I
have
think
no
I
clue
think
what
he
you
might
went
like his
through.
brother Lucas.
His brother's not Lucas!
Oh, they're pretty much.
No, not at all!
Ooh,
You know, I think it's close.
if he had his limit break
Not
there, that could have
close.
been a loss for Ness.
Come on, Ness,
No,
just
not
hit him
really.
with the
He still-
baseball bat. You trained, you
Well,
played
his limit
baseball
break
a lot.
sent him flying before, and he's at 173. So if he gets his limit break now, it'd be game over. He hits that.
Come on, Ness.
I
you
think
got
I think
this.
I think like jumping off the wall kind of hurt him there. A little bit. I mean, he didn't get punished or anything, but it just seemed to like throw him off a little bit and trying to recover, you know? Just look,
Yes, swing at 200%. There's the
No.
hit that
back
Cloud
air right
needed.
there. Cloud has a pretty good lead, and Skylar, as his coach, you must be feeling pretty happy right now.
I did just say 2 words to him, which was swing sword. So you know,
That's all you need with
if
Cloud.
that somehow works, that makes my job easier, and the pay was 100% worth it.
I just want to say I got a whole army sergeant to train my guys, as well as a couple other people that have not shown at this tournament, but they'll be out later on. Next couple of tournaments coming up. But like I got a whole army recruiter to train everybody, and you just told them to swing a sword, and
No!
it looks like it worked just fine.
Something I'm noticing here is
No,
Sora and
not
Ness are both
Ness.
very youngsters in this community, and both have fallen. Maybe it is that the experience is where it truly comes out at.
Smash
Well,
4
we'll see the
bias
next
is really
time.
hitting hard right now.
Yes.
Well,
Bless me.
No
When we-
blessings.
Okay.
when we had to recruit with such short notice, it seemed like you just had to pick more experienced guys, and maybe in the later tournaments, pick up some new talent. So,
Well, you know what? I thought he was experienced, but apparently that adventure he went on was not experienced enough.
All right,
Mega Man,
anyways,
however.
here we have Girl and Mega Man. Girl, she's been a frequent up-and-comer.
So the question is, how old is Girl?
Old. I'll let the eventual community decide because I don't.
I'm just
really
saying,
know.
if she's a
She
youngster,
looks
it isn't
young.
looking good for her. Tanner.
yeah, I am kind of curious how young he is.
If she's a girl,
Yeah, he is. He does look pretty young, Tanner. I'm not gonna lie. It might not work in his favor.
The girl seems pretty. I'm pretty sure she's an adult. I'm pretty sure.
then why is she girl and not woman?
He should be woman.
I mean, he is subjective.
Well, Mega
Alright.
Man's
Now the question
Been
is
through a
bringing a
lot.
sword to the
Fought a lot of
gunfight the
men.
play that should have been done here, Tanner?
She didn't bring a sword. She brought a flower. Let us be very clear
It is
on that.
not much far. It does not fall far from
Now-
the tree, Tanner, as it is still just as close range as a sword.
I will once again elaborate on my famous quote. The pen is my...
The question is, what is the pen here, and what is the
The
sword?
pen is mightier than the sword,
Is the pen the gear?
but ain't nothing gonna stop that Glock. So, we'll see what happens.
Personally, I do have a bit of a bias against Mega Man.
against Mega Man.
I do
Why?
too. He is a little lame.
Mega
He's
Man
not
is pretty
lame.
lame.
You know, when I did my off TV tournaments, I did not invite Mega Man, and it was for a reason.
It was
But-
really awkward when I was sitting in that gym with Sephiroth, Cloud, Hero, and Sora, and just Mega Man was sitting there crying in the corner because Layla was the only one who wanted him.
But like, I love Mega Man. He's fought so many men of all different types: airmen, bubble men, all different types.
Mega Man's truly
He
a
has so
person
much
that only his
experience.
mother could love. And
But the
personally,
one
it might not work
issue-
in his
He was
favor.
made.
But the one issue
By
with
a
fighting...
doctor.
The one issue with fighting so many different types of man, he's never fought girl.
Girl is a very strong man,
Well, you know what? He's fought a long-haired dude named Zero. So.
and
I do hate to say, that is a man.
Well, yes, but long hair, so
I do want
a
to.
little bit similar.
I do want to say
Not
something.
exactly.
I do want to say something touching on Girl real quick. She is kind of like I don't want
Tanner,
to like friendly
You
rival.
can't say touching on girl.
Okay.
Kind of
That is a little
a
weird,
sensitive
Tanner.
topic.
I
don't know what is
do.
wrong with you.
Ooh, that's not a
Okay.
good one for Girl.
Okay. So, Girl is I don't want to say like rivals, but kind of like rivals with my favorite competitor. And every time they always put their all into all their matches, and I can really respect that from these two. They don't always come out on top, but she is very well acquainted with the man in Thug Finals today, which is not actually a girl, is actually a man.
I swear Mega Man
Ooh.
better win this.
It's not looking good.
It's coming neck to neck, as Girl is starting to get higher in the percentages, which means that it could be anyone's game at this point.
I don't know if you could tell by the people I invited, but I really like Smash 4, and I believe in both these... Or I didn't... I guess I don't believe in Wii Fit Trainer anymore. I shouldn't have let them train Mega Man either, but it's okay. Even though Mega Man only has one stock, he has experience, and that's what's really holding him up here. He's fought Dr. Wily so many times.
Well, when you have a
Well, I
person
do-
that has a very large array of equipment and weapons doing hamstring stretches, it doesn't really translate over to his true potential of what he can actually do.
I do personally also
Shut
think.
up!
You
I
know,
do-
I know he's a robot.
I do
but
personally
he
think
can do
that
exercises
fighting-
if he tries. Okay.
His armor is kind of heavy. I don't even know if he can move. And
No,
in
come
general,
on!
but Mega
Oh
Man
my
pulls it
gosh,
off.
Mega Man! That
Save it.
experience fighting
Save
so
it.
many
Mega
men.
Man did not pull that off. Girl just got tired.
Saved it with
Personally-
that one quad.
Personally,
That
I
was really
don't.
trained from stretching.
Personally, I don't think fighting senile old men is not a good way of training Layla, but he pulled it off in
He
the
fights
end.
a
I'll
lot
say
of robots, okay? Robot men. And
Oh.
they really worked.
it.
Okay,
Ooh,
Captain
okay. This is a
Falcon.
pretty interesting one.
Falcon
Alright.
has been on a roll through that first battle.
Yeah,
and I
roll
believe
with
in
one
him.
fight. It's really crazy.
So, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed the girl got knocked out in round 1, but she'll be back in bracket next time. She always is. Besides, she's got a lot to prove after that. I mean, I guarantee, an SD, when you really just had the game in your pocket the whole time, that's really gonna lay with you for a while. That's really just gonna sit with her. That's gonna motivate her for future competitions. So I'm really excited to see what happens next.
Well, we have them both starting off pretty strong, both having a stroke and both comboing each other like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Personally,
yeah.
though, I think my beans, my pocket beans are in
Oh my god,
Captain
did you see
Falcon's
that? He
pocket.
would have. Oh my, I don't know if Plant would have died because he's so heavy, but he would have got really hurt by that if he did not use his pod as armor. But because that pod had super armor, he was good.
I want to touch back on the previous match that we saw after this elimination of one stock of Captain Falcon. Speaking for all girl out there, it's got to be really rough losing to not only a man but a Mega Man.
Personally,
It was a good fight, but just I don't know, something about the gap that everyone's usually talking about between
I'm a girl. I think it's fair.
the talent, skill, wages. It's just too much.
I'm a
I don't
girl,
know
it's
about
fair.
Girl, but Mega Man does have it pretty easy. His main antagonist is a senile old man.
Yeah, I mean, her main I can't even say main antagonist because they're still friends. Like they'll like fight each other in Smash, and then they'll just like go see a movie or something together. But her rival per se, he looks old, but he is definitely not as old as Dr. Wily, and he definitely does not have joints like Dr. Wily. Let me tell you. I'm excited. Oh no, Plant!
Oh my god!
No!
That was amazing. Captain Falcon.
So Plant making
on
a big
roll.
goof by thinking he could take a Falcon punch head on was maybe not the best decision he could have made.
He said, I'm the 7th heaviest character in the game. No biggie.
Well, he wasn't the first, and that's where he went wrong.
That would have killed Bowser. Hopefully the poison was like. Hopefully the poison damage he got from that was worth it.
Now Captain Falcon up a
Ooh,
stock. And
not really?
He did some pretty good damage though, which is what I was gonna point at before he got taken out.
Murdered, if he would.
We'll see if Piranha Plant can pull this back.
I really hope Plant can. Plant, another one that's always been very consistent in my non-televised tournaments. He's always passed round 1, and he's even been in finals a couple times. He won 1 or 2 tournaments. So I think this Plant can go far. And like I said, those tournaments that were non-televised are the reason I chose Plant to begin with.
You know, you keep mentioning these non-televised tournaments. I'm starting to think that they might not be true or they're rigged in some way because Piranha Plant just took a devastating loss in round 2. Not looking like he can make too many finals.
Does
'cause Captain Falcon was just so powerful.
Captain
am very
Falcon's
proud
always
of
been a
him.
very consistent character with wins to
Does
loss
anybody want to
ratios.
know
is.
why I chose the Falcon gold skin instead of
Not
the pink
really.
skin?
My only guess is that
I
you
gave
are a
him this gold
narcissist.
outfit is
You know, I
because
really
he is
don't-
going to win.
I really
Ah,
don't care that
narcissism,
much,
right.
but now we have 2 very talented fighters.
Now, this is a very interesting matchup. I'm actually kind of interested to see who has the bigger muscles. Now, theoretically, Ganondorf does, but, like, sometimes size doesn't matter.
I mean, to be fair, Ganon's not showing off his abs. So who knows what Ganon has under there.
Really, this is really terrifying for Sephiroth.
Oh my god, he's
getting
already at 70.
Absolutely devastated.
He's been hit 4 times and he's at 70.
Now, Ganondorf, once again, I said really heavy hitter. Mass moves mass, but Sephiroth, his mass just moves. He's quick, but
Not quick
sometimes-
enough. Quick doesn't matter.
Ganondorf
Sometimes
when-
you
is
just get
dominating.
caught. And, I mean, Ganondorf is just a really heavy hitter, really good fighter, and he could pull this off.
Now, this is definitely something that I see Sephiroth having a huge disadvantage against, you know. There's only so much anime that can get you only so far, but, like, Ganondorf is,
Sephiroth
he's a
putting up a
man.
really good fight, untouched until then from his second stock, but Ganondorf starting to bring it back. He's up a stock, and if he can get some good hits in before getting that stock off, he could be sitting at a really good time.
Ooh, a good hit there. Not enough, as Ganondorf is too thick, actually.
Big sword, beat the muscles.
The question is, yes, sword. What's the thing about the pen?
Yeah, I couldn't remember that saying. I was trying to think.
That's one hell of a pen, let me tell you that much.
The pen is mightier than the sword, but one thing to know,
Guns.
Ganondorf is also
Ooh.
mightier than the sword sometimes.
Ganondorf's mightier than
Sometimes
the
Ganondorf is the pen.
pen. Ganondorf just crushes the pen when he tries to write. Oh my god, he just laid there and let it happen.
I don't even think he uses pens. He just uses his enemy's blood because he's destroying Sephiroth right now.
That's why they call him the pen, because he's really adaptive to any situation he's in.
I've never heard anybody ever call Ganondorf the pen.
Ganondorf is
Well,
truly.
I mean,
pen
That's
is
not. Oh,
dominating.
he dodged right in time. He almost
Honestly-
dodged right into that like a dingus, but he he knew.
We kind of called him that because we know that he'd mostly be facing like quite a few sword people. So we said, "Hey, Ganondorf, you're the pen." And I mean, he's doing pretty well.
True good words of wisdom. I think as coaching, that does go a long way. Calling a man a pen.
And honestly, I will admit he's taken some offense to it. And he's just one of those guys that when he's angry, his performance excels to a level that honestly I didn't even think he could attain.
Ooh,
Is this why you-
Sephiroth trying to get a hit in there cost him his life.
Is that why you call Pikachu Libre a boy?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Sometimes that
He
aggravation gets you pretty far.
he gets real charged up on his own, and I don't understand it. But I mean, he just is fast, and
He is fast.
we'll see how he fares against Isabelle.
To be fair,
Two fast competitors. Hopefully, he can pull through and wrestle his way to a victory.
Hopefully not, because I think Isabel's my only character now.
I'm kind of sad how that Sephiroth match did go. I did tell him to cut things, and that was all I said to him. Now, I'm really realizing there might be a consistency with my coaching, but I promise you this. He did cut.
He cut.
He just didn't cut good enough.
Yeah, he cut till like his heart. You know, he was cutting with scissors. You meant like a knife.
Yeah.
Sometimes the pen,
Maybe a really long katana might have been better.
Don't even say the pen analogy right now. Which one of
So,
these has
the
anything
pen
to do with the
analogy.
pen?
Sometimes the pen just can't be cut.
Sometimes the pen is your grandfather's old pen that's made out of carbon steel. And
Sometimes I think the pen is Isabelle, because look at this so far. Absolutely volatile, and Pikachu is already down.
Isabelle sitting at a high percentage though. A really strong hit from Pikachu could send her over.
And back throw. Nope. Not gonna kill. Come on, Isabelle, just get one. Just one.
Another thing I do want to say, I did tell Sephiroth that
Oh, yep, I'll
cutting
take that.
might have not been the best idea against a close-range character like Ganondorf.
He really
Maybe
should use
more
his range.
attacks would have
Yeah.
been better.
No, he
could
should
have
use his
super
sword
no-wayed him.
range. I'm sorry, but Sephiroth had no reason to lose that.
Well, he does have no reason, but if Ganondorf does get close at any sort of reason, it is game over.
Yeah. I will say he was on Lilat, which is a harder stage to beat Ganon on, in my personal opinion. But to be fair, Lilat's just harder to beat anybody on.
Finally, losing his first stack.
Stack.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, finally losing her first stock. And
his
you know,
first stock.
if I'm Isabelle, I'm pretty happy with that right now, honestly.
I mean, I think as long as she can keep moving and keep getting these hits in, I think it looks pretty good for her. Though I would love to see Pikachu go through, and to have two in the final four would be a really awesome moment. But it just doesn't seem likely for me right now.
Okay, buddy, let's recoil a little bit. This is not your channel. This is our 3 channel, and you're just like terrorizing it right now. I think
Well-
you're the real villain here.
I agree with John. I would really love to see Isabelle get absolutely murdered.
Okay, I thought we were gonna stick together. My bad. Sorry,
I really don't know
Skylar.
who I'm rooting for here.
I'm rooting for
Pikachu.
Isabelle.
Well,
I'll root for Isabelle.
Come on, this isn't even a lame Isabelle.
Layla, your brain is simple. You heard Pikachu first, therefore you have to do Pikachu.
I know, but look, Isabelle's winning, so I'm rooting for
But
Isabelle.
Pikachu is a Pokemon.
Layla's
Yeah,
all
but
about winning. That's why she's a narcissist.
That
Isabelle's
may
a
be
furry.
true.
Pikachu's just a rat.
Electric rat.
Alright, Pikachu
You're
is doing
right.
well with
Just
the
a rat.
air dodges to dodge.
All rats are
Oh!
electric, Layla.
Oh,
Yeah.
almost. If she gets hit by one more Lloyd Rocket, that's it. That's game.
If he gets hit by one more rocket.
and Pikachu's got to be feeling bad about this, but he's still going to try his best and make sure he gets enough when
Dodging
the
that
reps in
Lloyd rocket
before next, and there
cost
it
him
is.
his life.
Well, do you want to know what? A loss may not be as bad as you think. Losing to Isabel.
Something I am realizing with Isabel is that the AI, the CPUs, really don't know what a Lloyd rocket is. They really like to touch it.
Yeah, well, she's using that.
Well, what we've learned from training and looking at film from my recruits, at
Mega
least,
Man!
we realized that Pikachu, just against the smaller characters, couldn't fare well. We expected to see a lot of bigger, heavy hitter characters, so we picked him up, and might not have been the right play, but I think it's something he can improve on, and if we expect to see more of that in the future, I think it could be a really good match.
Gun beat sword?
Gun do beat sword, but sometimes
Not
the
this
pen,
time.
I don't know. Cloud's getting kind of...
Cloud,
It's okay, he has limits, so it's all good. If he no, never mind, he's fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked. I
Yeah,
mean, I told him to keep
that's
cutting.
You also probably told him to actually hit the cuts. I think this is on Cloud,
tell
not
him
you.
that, and yeah.
He didn't care. Oh
you
my
see,
god.
this is the men we're fighting. Mega Man fought men.
Do you think Mega Man has alpha male on his
Cloud
Twitter
did
bio?
fight women though
Yes.
too. He is a he does fight all genders, and I think like there is some moral like victory to that compared to Mega Man.
That's
I know, but
true.
here's the thing. The only reason Mega Man was struggling last time is because he doesn't fight girls. He fights guys.
He
Yes.
doesn't fight girls.
Robot.
I think that
Well, yes, exactly.
sexist intuition is really going to cost them when he fights Isabel, as she is a girl.
I will say with Isabel, I wouldn't be surprised that like she got as far as she did. Like, okay, there is actually an unlisted video on my channel, Enzo Poke. Go subscribe.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, well, of course.
Ooh!
Oh, no!
Shit.
Oh my god, beautiful Cloud.
Oh,
But there is an unlisted
scary.
video on my channel, basically like a pilot episode of the Level 8 CPUCS. It's just me. But basically, Isabel got into the finals. The two people in the finals were actually Drill Sergeant and Isabel.
Ooh! Cloud
So,
going down. This isn't looking
I
good
wouldn't
for
be too
Cloud.
upset to lose to Isabel. In the tournaments I did that were offline, that even though John questions are actually true, because I just really had an obsession with this type of thing.
Show us the evidence.
I can't. But I genuinely did have an obsession with like watching level 8 CPUs just fighting.
Now, Cloud did have a chance to get a lot of damage there, but he only did one cut, which is kind of a fail on his behalf.
Mega Man
I
is
do
really
believe.
scaring me hanging off stage like
Yeah,
that.
like Isabel's such a consistent competitor, such a good competitor in general. So
He
don't
hit
feel
half
bad
of
about that loss.
in. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking too good for Cloud, but I kind of hope I think he can pull through.
I don't know, it's looking
he has
really
a
rough.
stock down.
He is kind of getting Mega Man there, but he would have to do that again somehow. But if he keeps doing the scripts that he's doing, I don't think he's... No, yeah,
Here we
no.
go.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's just dead.
Once again,
Gun
I
beat
have said
sword!
the pen is mightier than the sword, but when there is no pen in this situation,
Mostly gun.
Gun beat sword.
nothing beats the Glock.
Gun
Now that all my characters are out, I am going to 100% pick sides against the people I hate. So,
Where you makes lost.
personally, I want Ganondorf to win this one.
This should be
You
a
hate
really
me? How dare
interesting,
you.
heavy-hitting
This
battle
is
between
mostly
two
a heavy-hitting
really
fight.
impressive
You know, I think
competitors.
every time one of John's characters is up, he said this is gonna be quote a really impressive, heavy-hitting battle. The same exact words every time his characters are up, especially Ganondorf. I think there's a little bit of bias.
Well, when
Now,
Ganondorf
personally-
is a heavy, factual, strong.
Now look at those
character,
grabs that Ganondorf are doing.
Who
They're
is golden
very
in here?
scary.
It's kind of important to mention.
Now, what would it be of a coach to not support his own character that he is? What now? Who coach would do that?
No!
Now, see, here's the thing with
Captain
Ganondorf.
You
Um,
are my star.
We
You're
were
Mega
watching
Man.
My
his
shining
film-
gold star.
We were
Win
watching
this.
his film from his earlier days, and wow,
Oh!
they were really impressive.
Oh
Nice.
my god, reversing
And-
that stock so well.
I believe in him
What were you saying,
again.
John?
I mean, we were watching his film, and the amount of heavy hits he dealt, it just seemed unreasonable for us to not
Oh my
pick him.
God.
Back-
Point proven.
Falcon, what are you
Well,
doing?
he just
Get
keeps
back in the
swinging his
game.
pen around the whole game. So,
Back-
oh, I thought that was death.
Back to the thing. Ganondorf does have a really good video, especially in his boxing days. Ganondorf really.
Ganondorf was a boxer?
Everyone knows Ganondorf was a boxer.
I didn't.
Especially,
Everyone
especially
knows
Coach,
Ganondorf was
yeah.
a boxer.
That must have been before I got here.
Why would he be such a good heavyweight character if he doesn't do boxing?
Well, you know
Magic.
what? Falcon has done racing for so
Magic
many
is
years.
not
I
involved.
believe in
This
him.
is pure skill and just practical work.
And also swinging his pen around.
His pen is a big factor. After he went and joined the military,
There we go.
No,
Just
no,
like that,
no.
Ganondorf goes
Ganondorf
on to the
is
final.
absolutely
Surprise, surprise.
destroying it.
Heavy hitters, mass moves, mass. This just happens to be mass moves, mass off the stage.
Well, you see, all the money
Below
was
the
kind of
stage.
bet on Captain Falcon.
Now, frankly, I
All
think
of
the
your
But Mega
money-
Man, Mega
all of
Man, you
your
could do
money
this.
was
Come on,
bet on
Steelers, go
Captain
Steelers,
Falcon.
you got this.
now
Black and yellow,
my
black and
thought
yellow,
on
black
this
and
is
yellow.
even if Mega Man were to win, I believe he cannot stand a chance against Captain
Not sponsored,
Falcon.
by the way, by the Steelers or any other.
Not at all.
organization.
No.
Yeah, Isabel is gonna. I think Isabel's got this, honestly. I can see it going either way, but I think that Isabel has it in her to win. Mainly because she knows that I don't really have any other options.
Well, you see, I'm not as confident in this match because Isabel's a girl, and Mega
Frankly,
Man fights men.
We did see
I'm
how
gonna
he
be-
goes against girls.
If I'm gonna be fair here,
He won off of a fluke against girls.
if
to
I'm gonna
fair.
be fair here, the pen.
Where's the pen in this match? There's no pen. There's just Glock.
Remember, the Glock always wins.
Okay, but hear me out. Isabel has a slingshot.
Not
Come
quite
on,
a pen,
please, please,
maybe.
please. Come on, don't walk into that. Oh, you walked into it! Mega Man, I told you about this. We trained for this.
I will say,
Once
Isabel has been trained by Drill Sergeant. I do believe Drill Sergeant, despite not being that good of a fighter, is probably the best trainer there is. So I'm pretty proud of what he's done. I think a lot of this happens to be what he kind of went over with Isabel.
Well, you see, who is trainer in their name? We Fit Trainer. We Fit Trainer.
And yeah,
is
then
the
what
best
happened to
trainer.
all your people?
To be
Shush,
fair, I had
Mega
no
Man's still in
trainers
here right
amongst
now.
my
What
group.
happened to all your people, Tanner?
What happened to all my people? Well, my people's in it right now.
Well, yeah, so is mine.
I
Yeah,
had no-
yeah, a stock behind.
I had no trainers in my group, and I'll make sure to fix that next time. Next time, we will have a trainer.
Oh my god,
who
he just
train extra
teabagged.
hard.
Mega Man just teabagged after that kill. He's getting confident.
Come on, Mega
We
Man.
do like confidence. I think
I don't
that is
like
good
it.
to see. Confidence is always good
Confidence
to
is
see in
key.
your fighters.
Confidence is key. You just gotta be thinking you're gonna win about everything, then life will go great.
Personally, whenever girl committed suicide that one time, I just don't think she had the confidence to win.
Now,
I think you should really make sure you enforce that harder next time.
Yeah,
I think you should really-
that's definitely a note I need to take for now. Oh god, Isabel, do not let that win box
Come on,
kill
come
you.
on, come on.
That win
Mega
box
Man, you got
is
this.
really killing her.
That win box is terrifying.
Come on.
Oh yes, beautiful edge guard,
No!
beautiful edge guard, Isabel.
You got those moves from Airman. Come on, use them again.
Now, I do want to be fair. Airman, he is just air.
No, he's not. He's a robot.
I don't care.
Have you not played Mega Man? Have you played the
Ye-
first 3 games?
Yeah.
They're sure. Okay, you
Isabel
definitely
is playing very aggressively.
Mega Man really
And
loves
back
using
row, that's not
trampolini.
gonna kill yet.
Come on, kill.
Oh, beautiful spot or beautiful air dodge.
Mega Man, I believe in you so much.
All right,
Just
come on,
make
just
sure-
run into it, Mega Man. Run into it. Run
Do
into
not
the
run
Lloyd.
into- We trained for this.
Yes,
no,
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Throw the game for me, Mega
We're
Man.
having
Come
a
on,
serious
throw me a
talk if we lose
bone.
this.
Now, all these insults you're yelling at them, remember, they can't hear us as we're in the box.
Yeah, I know.
yes, that's one thing I was gonna mention with the Rockets is all the coaching that's going on from us that you hear right now. Our competitors cannot, so that makes it really rough because we have to put full trust in our competitors' decisions and hope they make the right ones.
And usually they don't.
I'm so
They
scared.
tend to not to.
I'm so scared.
I would be scared too. Because Isabel, an absolute behemoth, she's kind of she hasn't like destroyed her bracket, but she definitely hasn't been a pushover. Let's just say that. And she did not win her first match off of a fluke. I'll say that as well. No, oh, Isabel saved Mega Man, and she saved him just to kill him later.
No,
Turnips are
Mega
very
Man.
scary. They're really healthy. They really do help with a lot of
No.
the key functions of the body. And using that to defeat your enemy is really just a hard thing to see.
No.
Now
I believed in him.
let's take a moment here and get the facts. We have Ganondorf versus Isabel in the final match. A heavy hitter versus a really fast, versatile opponent. And it's gonna be a rough one for both because Ganondorf has a lot of mass and Isabelle just might not be able to move it, but Ganondorf is a little bit on the slower side. If Isabelle can keep moving, she could pull this off.
But I do want to add, Isabelle has been shown to have some really good edge guards throughout her time playing. And I think if she can string some combos together and get some good edge guards, she can defeat Ganon.
With that match...
That is true, but Ganondorf, especially against his smaller opponents, has just been a really, really heavy hitter and been able to get
Kill him pretty
70,
quickly.
80, 90% off in just minimal amounts of hits. This is going to be an interesting battle. I think we should get right to it.
Indeed
And
it
even
is.
with Captain Falcon...
Wait, real quick.
Alright.
If you're enjoying this if you enjoyed the tournament, make sure to like it, subscribe, and yeah, now you can go Skyler.
With his last match with Captain Falcon, Captain Falcon did try to like edge guard him, but he kept somehow managing to get back on and even hurting Captain Falcon.
That's a
we
good
need to
point.
Train
My
Captain
main
Falcon more to edge
concern
guard.
is the Rockets.
Oh, home field advantage right now. That should
And
be
they
a
just
concern for
started.
Ganon as well, especially the platforms. And
She
right
has all
now,
her friends rooting her on.
There is a big concern, and Ganondorf hasn't faced anything like the Rockets, but
what was she doing?
Now, I don't know, but that
Slips
really did
up.
cost her a lot of damage. She even almost died
Isabelle
because of
slipped
that.
up from holding the fishing rod a little bit too long, and
And-
Ganondorf
oh!
able to capitalize, kicking
The
her off
boots
of the
was,
edge.
dude,
And
hard.
this is what I was saying. Minimal amount of hits, but a lot of damage from Ganondorf.
Oh, but that's
and
death.
here's where the edge guard is going to come in.
he just
we
doesn't even
go.
make it back to stage.
Doesn't even need to edge guard. We're back to a perfect two-stock battle.
Fair as can be.
This is going to be a really close match, and Ganondorf is really going to want to stay away from the edge, but he's playing really aggressive right now.
I'll be honest, I'm
let's see what
pretty
happens.
happy. I mean, like, looking back on it, yeah, I would like my characters to win. But if there had to be a finals, I think it was... Oh, that's
a beautiful spike from Ganondorf.
Oh,
He's sitting at a really comfortable two-stock 50% with Isabelle on her last stock. Let's see what happens. If Ganondorf can get a lot of good hits in, there's a really good chance he can win this and even lose his second stock.
Ooh, hitting that rocket was not good.
Ganondorf faced nothing like the Rockets before, no traps, so he's really not sure what to expect.
Do remember, he will get rage, so if the more damage Isabelle does, the scarier he's going to get. That stock is going to get...
If he can get some hits in, it's going to be rough for Isabelle, but as long as she can avoid, it's not even going to matter. Avoiding that rocket, which was good, but the
Oh,
net
Bactro is
touch-
gonna kill! And they're both at one stock?
One stock,
Oh
low
my
percent
God.
for Isabelle. That was a heavy hit, though. Let's see what Ganondorf can do.
If he
come
would have
on,
held that maybe
run!
a little bit longer.
No,
Oh,
Isabelle!
and
No!
eliminates
Ganondorf,
Isabelle with
wow.
just 60%. Once again, a heavy hitter. Mass moves mass.
The thing about Sephiroth
And
was...
ironically, the pen finishes it off with his sword.
One might say he was even greater than the pen.
What a poetic ending for Ganondorf as he takes the first ever championship of this tournament thing.
Champion?
That's not
Pen?
it. That's not the end.
No, this is the end. We are
No?
completely done with everything. No more of these will be made. Ganondorf will forever rule the only tournament to ever exist ever.
There's still Thug Finals.
Ganondorf
No,
with that
that's
sweet
it. End
victory.
the episode.
Ending the whole series out was absolutely crazy, in my opinion.
Great.
So Ganondorf with that sweet
I'm
victory.
not really sure what's happening right
Yeah.
now. I'm not too familiar with the rules. This is my first ever time appearing.
I have not paid enough to understand what is
But
going
Ganondorf
on.
is put into another battle. Let's see what he can do.
This is Thug Finals, and this is VJ. He really resembles a character from the dimension I'm from. Rest in peace, Big Vin. But he was not the best in the series, but he was the hypest, and he if he wanted to win, he would win. That's just all there is to it. So I'm granted, obviously, appearances are not everything, but I kind of wonder, like, if this stranger VJ, I wonder what he has in him.
Personally, I think Ganondorf is the pen, and I think he can win. Especially if that hit, proving that he can. I do think that there is a high possibility. I am thinking that maybe this might end up like basically the same how the Isabelle match went, where they're just gonna constantly be at one stock the whole time, like on the same stock.
Oh my god, that could have easily killed VJ, but that edge guard was good for him in the end.
I was waiting for VJ to get cocky there and try to kill Ganondorf, costing him his life, but
I was kind of waiting for it too.
That's pretty good in a competitor.
No, Vincent would have done that.
Alright, so I just got back from my call with my management team. Apparently this is the finale, and if Ganondorf wins this, he's the true champion.
That is not...
I don't really know
apparently,
what's going on.
Apparently he gets a lot of money too. Is that true, Tanner?
But we're back with
he gets money, but he's not that. There's no such thing as a true champion.
Look, I don't know. That's just what my team said.
He gets a cool staff.
Well, your team is lying to you.
If you don't start explaining, I'm going to have to sue you.
If you win Thug Finals, you don't have to go to the next tournament. You're the Thug Final. You're just in Thug Finals for the next one.
I still don't know what that means, but let's see if Ganondorf
it means basically you don't have to go through the bracket.
win.
This is basically the final match.
Ooh, that actually saved his life a little bit.
And he killed him
again. But Ganondorf
Oh,
just
absolutely
He's
platform. Oh, come on. He's and both of these men are really putting it out there completely.
Ganondorf is actually...
Ganon went for it all. He tried to end it there.
Like Ganondorf is kind of scared because he doesn't know what to expect. He's never seen a competitor like this.
What?
With that big leg drop.
I think he tried to parry. I think he was trying to parry it. Oh, but that's not good for VJ. And let me just explain.
Ganondorf plays his cards right. He would win. I'd say no risk would be...
Oh! And Ganondorf wins it.
The win.
John, how do you feel about that?
Champion,
honestly, I feel happy, not for myself, but for Ganondorf. He's a really strong, heavy-hitting competitor that I really knew could do some great things in this, whether he wins or not, and him managing to pull it off is just... It's a blessing to know that I had him on my team, and I'm really happy to work with such an amazing competitor.
Personally, I can't think of anyone I would be more willing to own a pen than Ganondorf.
Well, if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, and we're going to be doing this a lot more. So, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you tune in to see what we do next.
What a win!
I am just really happy that Mega Man and Captain Falcon got
Thank
so
you,
far.
John.